Think about how many dreams are dying every day simply because people aren't being a little bit courageous to take one step forward into their dreams. Your dreams are yours for a reason. They were placed there, they are meant for you. This is Lead with Culture. I'm Kate Volman, and this is a very special Matthew Kelly episode because we are sharing one of his most watched videos that has almost 1 million views on this thing, and it's called 24 Regrets of People Who Are Dying. It is an incredibly impactful message. It's a simple message, but so important. And so often, as we go through our day to day activities and interactions, it can be easy to get caught stuck in a rut, doing the same thing over and over. And all of a sudden, we realize days, weeks, months, years have gone by, and we haven't really given enough thought to the dreams that we have in our lives and the changes that we want to make. And so, this is a beautiful message from Matthew, so let's listen in.
24 regrets of people dying. What do people regret when they're dying? I asked hospice nurses, the experts. Here are the top 24 regrets people have when they are dying. I wish I'd had the courage just to be myself. I wish I'd spent more time with the people I love. I wish I'd made spirituality more of a priority. I wish I hadn't spent so much time working. I wish I had discovered my purpose earlier. I wish I had learned to express my feelings more. I wish I hadn't spent so much time worrying about things that never happened. I wish I had taken more risks. I wish I had cared less about what other people thought. I wish I had realized earlier that happiness is a choice. I wish I had loved more. I wish I had taken better care of myself. I wish I had been a better spouse. I wish I had paid less attention to other people's expectations. I wish I had quit my job and found something I really enjoyed doing. I wish I had stayed in touch with old friends. I wish I had spoken my mind more. I wish I hadn't spent so much time chasing the wrong things. I wish I'd had more children. I wish I'd touched more lives. I wish I had thought about life's big questions earlier. I wish I had traveled more. I wish I had lived more in the moment. I wish I had pursued more of my dreams. These are the regrets of people who are out of time. Some people think it's morbid to think about death. I disagree. It's healthy to think about death. It puts things in perspective and reminds us what really matters. The inevitability of death should inspire us to get busy living.
So there you go. As you listened to this list of 24 regrets of people who are dying, what spoke to you the most? What called to you? I feel like everyone probably had a different response to each of these, right? Because there might be areas in your life where you feel like, yes, I have no regrets in this one area. I played full out, hardcore in my professional life or in my personal life or health and fitness or whatever. Maybe you've really played out everything. There might be parts of your life that when Matthew shared one of these regrets, you thought, wow, I don't want that to be me. Or I could see potentially that being me if I don't make some of these changes. I love that he shares that it's not morbid to think about death. It's important. It's a part of life. In fact, in Stoicism, they often talk about memento mori, this symbol or trope acting as a reminder of the inevitability of death. Memento mori, it's Latin for remember that you have to die. It does feel a little bit morbid. We don't want to talk about death, but it's happening every day, right? Where we know that ultimately that is one truth of life is that everyone dies. And so while we are here, while we get to be on this planet and use our superpowers and use our gifts that we were given, we get to play fully. We get to play all out. But it's a choice Just like Matthew says, happiness is a choice, that some people regretted not realizing that happiness is a choice. And so, as you think about this list, what was something that really showed up for you? Is it taking more risks? It's interesting as we get older and older and we have more and more responsibilities, it's oftentimes we get more nervous to take risks. We have more at stake. We don't want to lose things. What risk are you not taking that it's calling you in your life and you're thinking, "Oh, I've been thinking about, talking about, dreaming about. Maybe it's time for you to take that risk." I love that, and I wasn't surprised to hear that many people said that stop caring what other people think. I wish I stopped caring what other people think. I hear that all the time, even from people that are 10 years older than me, 15 years older than me. It's almost the older that we get, the more that we know that this is true. The older that we get, we really understand that we can't care what other people think of us. We are on our own unique mission and journey. We have our own dreams. And it's up to us to fulfill those dreams and to live the life the way that we want to live. Because everyone's always going to have an opinion. Everyone's always going to have an idea of what we could or should or shouldn't do, but they don't live our life. Only you are living your life. And also, I always think it's funny too because no one's thinking about you anyway. We often get so worried about what other people are thinking of us. They're not. They are just not thinking about us. Why? Because they are thinking about their favorite topic, which is themselves. They have their own world. They have their own dreams and fears and doubts and craziness going on in their lives. So we got to stop caring what other people think. I love that one of the wonderful message to remind us that staying in touch with friends and loved ones. As I get older, I recognize and realize how important some of my friendships have been over the years, but I also know that I haven't necessarily given a lot of time and attention to some of them. You know, those friends that you have that you think, oh my gosh, I can go years without talking to them. And then when we get together, we just pick right back up, which is a beautiful thing. That's when you know that you're true friends with someone when those types of things happen. But also, can we be a little bit more intentional about building up those relationships, about not waiting a year, not waiting 2 years, and to have more time, even if they don't live in the same state, then even if it's just more phone calls, more conversations, maybe plan a trip together. Who in your life do you want to start to build a deeper relationship with? Another one that I find so beautiful is I wish I didn't spend so much time chasing the wrong things. Think about your life right now. Especially today, we live in this crazy world where we're seeing everyone's highlight reels on social media, and so many are chasing what they think will make them happy, what they somehow believe is needed in order for them to live a more fulfilling life, when really we don't need any of that stuff. Instead, we should be sitting in the classroom of silence, as Matthew says, and really discerning what's most important to us. What really matters in life? Is it getting a bigger house, a nicer home, or that big, huge promotion? While those things might be nice, what else can we be chasing that would bring us even more fulfillment? And of course, I wish I would have pursued my dreams. Think about how many dreams are dying every day simply because people aren't being a little bit courageous to take one step forward into their dreams. Your dreams are yours for a reason. They were placed there, they are meant for you. And so we get to go after those. And so those dreams, I don't think those dreams ever really die, actually. They become more of a whisper, but they are there. And so I can't imagine what that's like when you are older and you have run out of time. There's no more wondering, what if? We don't want to leave those dreams behind. It often reminds me when I think about this, it reminds me of in Elizabeth Gilbert's book, Big Magic, she talks about ideas. And the way that she talks about ideas is so great because she really says that ideas are living, breathing things. And that when we have an idea, the idea is like, hey, I'm here and I want you to execute on this idea. But if you don't, I'm going to move on to someone else. And our idea gives us time to reflect, to think about, to ponder. But it gets a little antsy. I'm meant to be out in the world. I'm an idea. I'm meant to be out there. When people say, "Oh yeah, I was watching Shark Tank and I had that idea 3 years ago." Well, you didn't do anything with that idea, so somebody else took it and ran with it. And I think about that kind of in the same way that I think about dreams, right? Like your dreams are yours for a reason. They are there inside of you, which is why so many people have very similar dreams. It's the one thing that connects all of us is dreams. And so your dreams are yours for a reason, but they're going to shine through in someone else if you don't do anything about that. When we see other people achieving these dreams, it's kind of that little reminder, that little tug on your heart, that dream inside of you that's saying, if they can do it, I can do it. It's showing me that this is meant for me because it's important and it's still there. If it's still there after 1 year, 2 year, 3 years and beyond, then we know it's meant for us. And we know we just have to take that one small step. That's it. Tiny little action step forward. So of this list, what spoke to you the most? What is one of these regrets that you think, wow, I don't want that to be me? And more importantly, what is one thing that you're going to do today to take that step forward, to make the right decision, to take that next right step into the fulfillment of your dreams? If you are finally serious to become the best version of yourself, to achieve the dreams that you keep saying that you want to achieve, and to live a more fulfilling life, to know that you're going after everything that you want to be going after, that you feel is meant for you, so that you don't have one of these 24 regrets. If you're really committed and ready to do that, then we would love to talk to you about what coaching might look like for you. Whether it's our Dream Manager Life Coaching Program or it's our business coaching to help you and your business grow this year, we would love to have that conversation. You can go to floydcoaching.com and have a conversation with one of our team members, and we would love to have that conversation with you. I hope that you take a little bit of time. One of the things that you can do is sit down, reflect on those 24 regrets, and write down what is one of those regrets that you want to make sure that you don't have in the future. And then figure out what that next right step is. What is that next right move that you're going to take today? All right. Thank you so much for listening. We so appreciate you. We hope you enjoy this podcast. If you do, please share it. Share this message with your colleagues, your friends, people who are leading a team, and hey, anyone who's just trying to develop in their leadership skills and become the best version of themselves. Thank you again for listening. Until next time, lead with culture.